It's said that money can't buy you happiness, but in the case of the richest kids in Albania, we think they're doing just that. Make sure to watch until the end to find out the most shocking way these kids spend their money. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Remember to subscribe for more videos and hit that thumbs up button. Comment below for your chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card. Now, for Inside the Lives of the Rich Kids of Albania. Albania is one of the richest countries in the world, but it is home to some of the wealthiest people on the globe. The rich kids of Albania have begun to flaunt their wealth all over social media. The group of young elite kids who parade around like celebrities on a red carpet have more money than most will their entire lifetime. Where does all this money come from? Sometimes their families, and sometimes, surprisingly, they've made it themselves. Albania has a very long history rooted in old ways of life. We will quickly sum it up for you to understand the sheer staggering gap between the wealthiest of kids of the country and, unfortunately, the poorest. The country was founded in 1190. It was part of the province of Rumelia under Ottoman control until 1912. Albania was the last country in Europe outside of the USSR to become a democracy. As a communist state for so many years, student demonstrations began in 1990 in the capital of Tirana to change the government control. By 1992, the country was democratic, which in turn was followed by economic collapse and social unrest. The poor people mainly felt the economic hurt, while the rich just kept getting richer. A tale as old as time itself. In 2003, with the onset of the economic boom in Albania, the valley between the rich and the poor widened even further. In 2018, under President Ilir Meta's leadership, the country was thriving compared to its harder times. The streets purr with rich kids, and the nightlife is one known around the world. Albania is a party country with the top richest kids painting the town red. With Albania's pretty recent newfound democracy and its retired isolation as a country, the kids are now out to play. They are sharing their country in all its glory with the world through social media. Like all other rich kids, these Albanians have fleets of luxury cars, designer duds, and parties you can only imagine. Not to mention loads on loads of cash. Yeah, just wait and see. The latest of the rich kids profiles on Instagram is the Rich Kids of Albania. In January 2018, the page has under 4,000 followers. Not a lot for a rich kids site, when others, like the Rich Kids of Dubai, have over 200,000 fans and feature people like the Kardashians. That being said, the Rich Kids of Albania account is growing in numbers, and their posts match the high-rolling pictures of the other famous rich kids' Instagrams. In addition, there is a Rich Kids of Tirana. Tirana is the capital city of Albania and home to many of the elite locals. Rich Kids of Tirana seems to attract more attention with its thousands on thousands of followers. All the kids featured on these accounts are swimming in dollar bills, or lek, the Albanian currency. One of the most noted is a guy named Fatmir Oni. Fatmir has his own Instagram account with a significantly larger following. Posting pictures of his outrageous lifestyle, Fatmir is the heir of Irfan Haisembeliu, one of Albania's most successful businessmen. Irfan is the CEO of IHB Groups, a company that owns many other companies. Fatmir is an ex-professional soccer player and used to train with the New York Red Bulls just to stay in shape. Excuse me, what? No wonder all these rich kids have bods from the gods. Upon returning to Albania, he signed a 3-year contract to play soccer, or football as they call it, with his home team, playing for the professional Tirana team, FK Partizani. When Fatmir finished his professional soccer career, you know, as rich kids do, he became a successful businessman at a super young age. Now Fatmir posts photos beside his sleek black cars at high-status events and flaunts his many vacays. He even has a private helicopter to get to wherever he desires as quickly as possible, cause why not? This handsome fellow is living the life of the rich and famous, and that's all he's ever known. Albania sure isn't short on luxury cars. Once the country was a democracy, the Mercedes-Benz rolled up in fleets. Elite cars flood the Albanian rich kids' social media accounts. We're talking the cars when the doors open up, not out. James Bond style. Cars with pink, black, and white camo patterned paint. White Lamborghinis, red Ferraris, and mint green Rolls-Royce. But even more than their cars, these wealthy heirs like to show off their bills. Stacks of them in the car, in their mouth, on the bed, you name it, the bills are there. But more on money later, promise. Now let's talk about Viz Bajraktari, who appears to be the relative of Muharrem Bajraktari. Who's that? An Albanian Muslim tribal leader who was also an important figure during the Second World War. History of the wealthy. Viz posts photos with no cares in the world. If you want to see a rich kid with only time for fun, this is the guy. Viz can be seen out at the craziest nightclubs, sporting satin floral shirts and Tom Ford. His photos are in the richest locations all over the world, from Sunset Boulevard to Paris, the Amalfi Coast, and the Maldives, just to name a few. As for the rich girl, cue Gwen Stefani. If I was a rich girl, we got Miss Krista Mike. It really isn't clear where her money comes from, but the point is, she's got a lot of it. Her Instagram slogan says, "Too blessed to be stressed." Unlike the rest of us, this girl doesn't have to work. Krista gets to flaunt her pristine face and glamorous lifestyle anytime she likes. Whether it's on a beach or near a pool or out on the town, this lady doesn't hold back. The Instagram account dedicated only to the rich kids in Tirana is not shy to display their high-dollar luxury. The administrator of the profile said, "Wealthy kids from Tirana, we are watching only for the rich." It is even said that the rich kids of Albania are actually putting the other wealthy youngsters to shame. The amount of cars and cash these kids display is absurd. There's even a car with ritzy watches hung all around the wheel. Or how about the guy chilling in the back of a sports car with multiple bottles of Veuve Clicquot scattered about? Or the one with Daffy Dirty posting in front of a helicopter. Wait, what? Who's Daffy Dirty? Daffy is a famous singer and celebrity from Albania. But that's not the only celeb pic they've got. Another photo shows Gjiko the Flyboy, another famous performer based out of Albania, displaying his wealth. Gjiko is verified on Instagram and has an impressive amount of followers. His own page displays his life of affluence. Vacations aplenty, expensive cars, big crowds, and red carpets are all part of his day-to-day life. As for Daffy Dirty, yachts, pools, and private jets paint his social media like Vincent van Gogh painted Starry Night. On the Rich Kids of Albania 2017, the sister account to the one previously mentioned, Belind Luli is a major feature. This kid can be seen popping bottles of champagne, riding his motorcycle around town, and vacationing with all his bros. At the beginning of 2018, Belind has more followers than the original account featuring tons of his pictures. Everyone wants to see his life of indulgent. Belind's tag under his name says, "I'm just being me," and being you means being swanky as ever. Another picture he posted is of his Lamborghini Countach with the caption, "Man, feel like an astronaut." Yeah, we would too if we were cruising the streets in a high-class sportsmobile. If this isn't enough extravagance for you, it's time to bring in the models. Albania has some of the top models from around the world. Dorina Jajika and Antoinette Kalaj, two successful and wealthy models from Albania. Dorina is practically a replica of the stunning Emily Ratajkowski. In one of her Instagram posts, she imitates Emily by eating spaghetti in lingerie, a video that Emily did for Love's Advent 2017. Dorina may not be the wealthiest kid of all the rich, but she has made all her money on her own by starting her career on Albania's Next Top Model all by herself. As for Antoinette Kalaj, this young lady went on to act in Don John with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Gossip Girl, and the famous Pirates of the Caribbean film alongside Johnny Depp. What we would do to even be in the same room as Depp. Antoinette has made a name for herself as a model, actress, and wealthy Albanian. Antoinette shockingly displays a weapon in one of her Instagram photos with the caption, "Typical family barbecue," which makes us wonder where her family got their money, or perhaps it's just a friendly joke from the celebrity. Either way, we're staying out of it. In another post, she has a screenshot of a Twitter message from President Donald Trump himself. Trump wishes the young Albanian star a happy birthday via social media. Seems like this wealthy lady is getting eyes from everyone. As for the rest of our opulent leisurely kids, well, there just isn't much they like to share, which seems just a little bit shady. Maybe they are protecting their wealth and their parents from social media. A handful of the rich kids roaming Albania have private accounts on social media outlets. Many are featured on the Instagram account devoted to the rich kids of the Albanian kids. However, their pages remain private, including Dorian, Dory, Leo Style, and Nelwu. The one thing they do, however, like to show off is their riches. We promised money. Well, here it is, guys, and lots of it. What separates them from the rest of the world? What makes them enjoy a life of luxury? How are they so completely worry-free? Dollars. There are hundreds of posts of cash. Come on, that's what this is all about. They have photos with their bills displayed over 4 Louis Vuitton bags. Money in the shape of a heart with their kitty in the corner. Money laid out to form the words "Year 2018" as they welcomed in the new year, showing off their cash to the world. Bills stacked so high beside the gear shift it would be hard to drive properly. Money on a weigh scale, because obviously too much to count, so weighing is the most efficient option. Of course, a stack of fresh bills held up to a young girl's face as if it were a cell phone. Then there's the countless photos of stacks of bills, spread out bills, and too many bills to fold in half, all proving their wealth to the 9th degree. Okay guys, we got it. You have oodles and oodles of cash, bags of cash, stacks of bills. Guys, what's going on? Hasn't anyone heard of a credit card or modesty? There's even a tatted up up, bling-covered dude holding champagne in a bathtub full of money. Wow, we got the point. Another celeb, Noisy, Albania's most popular singer and rapper, is also featured. In January 2018, he has hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram and is raking in the dough. He rose to fame and prestige when he released his first album in 2009. Noisy now lives in Durrës, a city on the ocean in western Albania. The young Albanian rapper is covered in tattoos, the most notable, a wolf tattoo on his chest above his heart. His wealth all comes from hard work and persistence, a rare commodity in the world of the elite and spoiled. His pictures features videos of his work, interviews, concerts, lavish restaurants, sleek cars, and raging crowds he performs for. I'd say this rich dude is all grown up. Democracy is going strong in the once communist country. Less than 3 decades ago, Albania was communist, and now there are affluent kids frolicking about the city, showing off their cars and bling for all to see. It's only a short time before their lives become even more public and adored than they already are. And finally, the man of mystery you've been waiting for, Mr. Samir Mane. Samir Mane is Albania's first billionaire. The president and owner of Bulfin Group is worth $1.2 billion. Yup, $1 billion. That's a lot of millions. As of 2018, the man is known to be one of the biggest personalities in Albanian business. He is featured in Forbes and on all major news stations regarding business. His wealth just can't stop growing. In January 2018, he is 50 years old. Yes, we know, not a kid. But we're just wondering who his heir or heiress to the empire is going to be. Wink wink, guess we'll all have to wait and find out. What did you think of the crazy lifestyles of these elite Albanian kids? Comment below. We want to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching and see you next time.